Ever since Facebook iOS 14 update dropped, advertising has gotten significantly more expensive. Basically, all of the e-commerce brands I know are feeling it. So in this video, I wanted to share with you some ideas on how you can make your store more profitable with the traffic you're already driving or whatever money you're already spending on advertising. Now, this has allowed me to take my profits from 15 to 20% to 30 to 40% on some given days without spending any more money on ads. Now, I'll basically be sharing two main things here on how you can do that, but the amazing thing about it is that this will work whether you have a Shopify established brand, whether you have a drop shipping store, whether you have any sort of business that delivers physical goods. This will apply to you. So the two main things that I think are the most worthwhile to focus on in order to make your Shopify store more profitable are: one, average order value, and two, customer lifetime value. Now, these are two things that a lot of people don't really mention much. We do get caught up in the cycle of thinking about return on ad spend and getting lower clicks and stuff like that. But the reality of building a really profitable store that I've learned the hard way is that in order to actually do it sustainably, these are the things you have to focus on. I'll say them again: one, average order value, and two, customer lifetime value. Now, how can you increase both of those things? Well, there are two main ways that I know how to accomplish this. One of them is super easy, and that's the one that I'll share with you first because it's the most applicable to the most of you. And the other one is not so easy, I'm not gonna lie, but I still think it's definitely worth it. So at the end of the video, I'll be sharing the hard one. But first, let's talk about the easy one. The easiest way to accomplish not only increasing your average order value, but also your customer lifetime value is with a Shopify app called Rush. Now, the Rush team was kind enough to hit me up and wanted to work on a collaboration. Now, I've been using the Rush app for months now, and it has really changed the game when it comes to staying connected with my customers after they purchase. So that's a big reason why I wanted to work with Rush. It's kind of perfectly catered to increase your average order value and customer lifetime value because it's really helped my customer feedback score stay high, which again increases the satisfaction of my customers, therefore the lifetime value of them overall. That's why I think customer lifetime value is so important, because it really shows you that your customers are happy and engaging with your brand. And I feel like that's the most powerful metric that you could possibly aim for. Now, the crazy thing is that with Black Friday and Cyber Monday approaching, around 60% of orders coming from China are gonna be delayed. So offering a tracking system to keep your customers in the loop will be extremely essential, and something that I'm guessing a lot of you guys are not really doing. So I used to use Aftership to accomplish this, to put a tracking page on my website and keep my customers in the loop. But the Rush team has been really amazing, and their app is just overall superior, I'm not gonna lie. So let me give you a little showcase here. You can either have the app in dark mode or in light mode. It's pretty sweet. Of course, I'm gonna be blurring out some of my product names here so you don't try to copy my brand here. But what's super cool is that you can set up this really awesome tracking page, and it gives you real-time updates on your order, whether it comes from China or wherever it comes from. And it's really cool because on this tracking page, you can easily set up an FAQ that allows your customers to get their questions answered right away. So as you can see, I have some preset FAQ questions here so that my customers can simply click these and know what's going on with their order without having to reach out via email. And I think it's super cool how they display it on a map like this, and this is all integrated into your website. It's not like they have to go on 17 track or whatever Chinese tracking system people use. They can just go on your website, on your tracking page, and figure out where their order is coming from. So it's super cool. And what's also really dope about Rush is not only the fact that you're having a native tracking system on your website, so the customer never has to leave your ecosystem, but they also upsell them on recommended products while they're on the tracking page. So imagine they see this amazing looking tracking page, they can track their orders super seamlessly. Guess how much easier it's going to be for them to trust you and make another purchase. So this is why Rush has the potential to increase your average order value significantly. And yeah, it's just an amazing app in general. Now, a big benefit of this for those of you that are drop shipping is that this app uses last mile carry. So it basically starts giving updates when it's already in their country and city, which is super cool. And as you can see right here, for example, I have blacklisted China as a country, so it doesn't show that it's actually being shipped from China. So that's a little sneaky way that you can kind of mitigate people hassling you for shipping from China. But as always, I think the easiest way to solve that is to eventually fulfill your orders domestically. I'm still using this app now that I'm going to be shipping orders from the US only, and I just know that it's going to continue to be extremely helpful when it comes to keeping my customers happy. Now, I gotta say the biggest benefit of using Rush is also their amazing team. Like, I communicate with them all the time, and they were kind enough to literally set up every single one of these Klaviyo flows that you see here. So these are all email flows that automatically get triggered when things happen for my customers' orders. So they basically set up this entire automated system on my website for literally free. So my suggestion is, once you start using this app, make sure that you give them a 5-star review, because I'm telling you, they're gonna earn it 100%. Just ask them to set up everything just like how they did for me. So like, you can mention my name, and yeah, they'll happily do it for you, which is super cool. And that doesn't just apply to the flows. If you need help with anything related to the app or anything related to your store in general, they can help you out as long as you just reach out to them. So they're just an amazing resource to have, honestly. And as I told you in this video, we're collaborating with them, and they were kind enough to make a little special offer for my audience specifically, which was really awesome of them. So I'll leave this linked in the description. Make sure that you click it and read more about what Rush actually does on your website. As I told you, it's probably the best return on investment app out there right now, especially for increasing your profits and adding tons of value to your business. That's the reason why I wanted to do this video. And they're basically giving you here a guaranteed ROI if you click the link in the description. I'm actually really thankful to have met their team and met the CEO. We've been talking for a long time. He's a super cool guy. And yeah, you can get started with a free trial right now. Link in the description. Make sure that you mention my name if you need any help from their team. They'll gladly set anything up for you, which is just insane. I've never had any app interactions like that. So they're kind of the equivalent of like a small business service where you can be super personal and ask them about anything regarding your store, and they will gladly help you out, because it's a mutually beneficial relationship. If you're getting great results, they're getting great results. So that's the easy way that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, because all you really have to do is download Rush and set up the tracking page how you want. And again, you can just reach out to their team to do the flows and whatever it is that you want them to do, so that you can have some automation set up, and that way you'll be able to make more money and keep your customers happier. So again, a win-win situation. Now the next thing is much harder, but this is probably what's had the biggest impact as well in our profitability, which is getting more into the manufacturing side of things, creating your own product and trying to drive costs down that way, while also providing more value. And the reason why you may want to do that, like actually take the time to talk to Alibaba suppliers, for example, or even local suppliers, and create an amazing product, is because of word of mouth marketing. Now, this is something that I think is heavily undervalued in this industry, and it's so impressive when I see companies talk about the fact that they spend very little money on advertising, and all they really focus on is making sure that their products are amazing. If you make an amazing product, people are going to be way more willing to tell their friends and family about you, and once that starts happening, it's just a snowball effect that is how you build a really incredible business. Tesla, for example, the biggest company in the world now, spends most of their money on research and development as opposed to advertising. They actually spend zero money on advertising, and you can see that in their product design and just overall how much superior their product is than any of the competitors. So the best place to do this is always Alibaba. I always talk about Alibaba. I just think it's such an incredible tool for up and coming entrepreneurs, and I think a lot of drop shippers are kind of afraid of it. You know, they really want to just stick to AliExpress and be able to drop ship, but I highly urge you to start going on here, start meeting suppliers, making connections. I don't know if you can see, but I got like 16 conversations going on right now, basically at all times. Honestly, I talk to Alibaba suppliers every single night in order to get better quotes for products, in order to design new products. It's honestly a really cool tool, especially if you're kind of more advanced, you already understand more about digital marketing. I think it's just a great place to go. I mean, that's what I'm doing now, and I do think that this next up and coming year is going to be insane for my brands, mainly because I am taking the time to take care of these little things, making our products unique and high quality. Therefore, we'll be able to charge more, get a higher average order value, and get more returning customers in the end. And that's how we'll win. So yeah, I warned you this one was going to be a lot harder. And just to summarize, so there was 2 ways to accomplish making your store more profitable, which is by increasing your average order value and your customer lifetime value. And there are two ways that I showed you to do that. There's an easy way and a hard way. The easy way is simply installing Rush. So you can just go to the link in the description, install Rush on your store, make sure that you tell them I sent you or something like that, and they'll be super hyped to make your store a success. And then the second way is just going on Alibaba, working on designing better products, working with better suppliers, increasing the value that you're actually providing to your customer, therefore allowing you to increase your prices and make more money from each order and overall from your existing customers. But anyways, I hope this was helpful in some way. Again, thanks to the Rush team for collaborating on this video with me. We've been talking and trying to work on a collaboration for a while, so I'm glad to finally be able to make it happen. So check out the link in the description for a free trial to Rush. I highly suggest that you try it out. That's kind of a no-brainer. You know, at the very least, give it a try if you're a Shopify store owner. I'm telling you, you definitely won't regret it. But that's all I got today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.